Hello, welcome, tribe family. It's me, Empress, back again with another message. So, welcome in. I hope everyone got a chance to take a quick peek at the first initial welcoming video. Just introducing myself and everyone to the channel. So please like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so that you can get these messages. Now, today's message that I actually was dwelling on over the nights, and I actually woke up at like 4 o'clock this morning. So all my spiritual people out there, you already know what that means. So I immediately jumped up and I was like so hyper, like I was hyper. Like it's as if I took a quick little nap and I'm up. I'm energized. Okay, so with that being said, today's message is going to specifically be on just embracing that beautiful change, embracing change and being true to self. That meaning that no matter what part of your journey you are on right now, whether you're just getting started on your spirituality, you're just realizing this matrix or whatever you want to call it, and how things are being revealed in the world. And no matter how far along you are on this journey, it's important that we really learn to surrender and embrace change. Because like they say, like if you don't like change, you like stagnancy, and anything that stays the same technically is dead. And you, as a walking, living, breathing being, you're not dead. And even death does have life in another form, but that's a story for another day. So, yeah, just embracing change and being open to change. I feel like that's what's gotten me personally through a lot of trials and, different parts of the journey, was really being open to change and accepting that. Another big factor would be regulating your body, regulating your emotions, regulating your system, regulating just everything, your energy, your aura, just regulating it and keeping it at a steady flow. Now, in the physical aspect, considering that things are always changing, when you start really getting in your spirituality and your development, you'll start to realize how important it is that you have your system and emotions regulated so that you'll be able to, take those changes with a punch, and it's not really going to knock you off your feet and keep you down. So however that could be for you, that could be drinking tea. That was one of my favorites and still is one of my favorites. But incorporating tea, incorporating silence throughout the day, or, periods of isolation in everybody around you, if you're still like really dealing with a lot of people, which I know along the spiritual journey, a lot of people start falling off, the old weight starts to shed off people, places, and things. But those periods of isolation really brings forth time to really be in your vessel, as long as you're utilizing that time correctly. So, being sure to, during those periods of isolation, if that's your choice, you're meditating, spending some time alone, getting off social media for a little while, really being in tune with your thoughts and finding what works for you, being able to identify your voice. That's a huge one. Are you sure that that's your voice? Is that someone else's? Is that my mom's, my dad's, my cousin's, my teacher, my friend? Being able to differentiate whose voice that is, that's in your head, that could be playing a major role in your decision making, whether it's healing you, growing you, sabotaging you, whatever. Identifying whose voice is that. So, regulating your nervous system is a huge one. And making time for yourself. I know a lot of us are still in the work field. Um, so, it can be a bit of a juggle because bills are still due. So what part of your day are you really grounding yourself in your energy? Are you waking up and you're just jumping and going straight to work? Are you, as soon as you get off, you're like, I'm tired. I don't want to talk to nobody. And you hop on your phone and you're scrolling, unconsciously for hours. Uh, I think we've all had periods of that with, you know, the social media. But just being in tune with yourself, taking a nice hot bath with your favorite soap, you know, listening to your favorite music, enjoying some good yoga, even if one of my favorite things to do, and I wish I had known sooner, was the free access of information. One beautiful thing I love about the internet, if it's used correctly, you can really grow. You can really change yourself. But again, it starts with the mind. What is your mind focusing on? Are you focused on elevating? Because if you are, you're going to come in contact with those things. If you're not focused on elevating, you're just getting by, yeah, it's going to show in your decision making. So, with that being said, utilizing YouTube and other platforms to gain knowledge and wisdom. But YouTube became one of my favorite things. I pay for the premium just because I'm like, I frick all those other apps. I don't care about having Netflix and all that other stuff. Nah, just give me my YouTube because I'm able to access so much information and people and knowledge off this one simple app. And no, this is not a paid whatever. This is just me speaking from experience. But I type in, yoga for this. They have yoga for freaking everything. Yoga for headaches, yoga for tension in lower back, yoga for shoulder pain, yoga for trauma in childhood, yoga for whatever the case may be. Trust me, there's a video for it. They have, I have a few, maybe in another video, I'll tag some of my favorite yogis that I've been following for years. And now that I think about it, I actually would love to reach out to let them know, hey, look, you've been a part of my spiritual journey, whether you know it or not, just by embracing your gifts and spreading it with the world. You've actually healed me. You've played a major role in my healing. So, sidetrack, but YouTube, find it. You will find it. Seek and ye shall find. You want love, you want help, you want all those other things. Seek and you shall find. Be intentional. Be clear with your intentions. Know whose voice is that playing in your head? Is that you or someone else? Is it something driving you to the opposite direction of where you want to go? Well, maybe that voice may not be the one you want to listen to. We're going to push you to the side for now. We're going to deal with you, but I'm not going to give you the front seat. I'm not going to give you the power. You're not going to be able to, drive this bus. Okay? We're going somewhere that you can't have control, my love. I'm not saying throw them off the bus because a lot of times we need those. And again, that's another video for another day, but put they behinds in a seatbelt, talk to them while you're driving, instruct them while you're driving that bus, and allow Source and God to lead you in the right direction. So that's pretty much it. Very short, kind of, sort of. But that's just the focus, just making sure that along this journey, a good question to ask yourself, are you embracing the change? Are you allowing your your nervous system to be regulated. And how and with what? Is it healthy? Is it working for you? Because like I always say, if it's working for you and you feel like you're going in the right direction, that's your vice. That's your vice. It is what it is. That's your vice. So that's it. I will break some more down in the next videos. I'm waiting for my Instacart order. So I'm trying to hurry up and cook breakfast before the kids wake up. Like I said, I woke up so energized this morning, and it's like I'm trying so hard because I don't want to make so much noise in the house. And then they're up, and I'm like, oh, wait. So I thought it'd be a great time to put this message out there before I go ahead and get started on my daily duties. And yeah, find some time for yourself today to regulate that nervous system. Make some tea. Listen to your favorite reggae music you haven't heard in a while. Play that album. Relax. Write down how you feel when you listen to it. Take notes. Refer back to it when you need to.